Hello on this beautiful Friday afternoon. It was really nice out today, and I've been so excited this week. I have some of my first germinations outside in my winter sowing. So here's my winter sowing. This is on a table, and this is not all of them, but this is what I have right here, and this is how I water. So you can see the boot trays. And when that's bottom watering, I have not been good about that. In years past, I have flooded them out from the top. You know, you're trying to hold the hose down into the hole and not flood them. And you know, even if you hold the hose over the, like this, and then it's dripping down in a way that's dislodging the seeds. You can see in here where, like, it runs in, like there's you see right there, runs in, and then there's like the stuff is dislodged from there. So, and obviously if we get rain, they're going to get what they get. But this is a way to bottom water, and I just fill these trays up to either full or a certain level, and then I let them soak for half hour. Sometimes I forget about them and they soak longer than that, like overnight. But this works well, and these are just boot trays, and I just pick them up. I use these pretty much kind of all season for different things. If I get a potted plant in, they're not so deep that they're going to drown most things. And it's a nice way, like if I have to go out of town or anything like that, we can just have somebody keep these topped off, and it's an easier way for them to, take care of the plants. So anyway, back to the winter sowing. So you can see in here, this is, if I can read the tag, this is kale. This is a frilly kale from my gardener. And this one, if you can see in there, and the numbers, I've said again, I don't have this many winter sown, I wish, but as my containers were available, and I keep them in, like I wash them up and keep them in a bag, or sometimes they went dirty in a bag, and then I would just get the bag and start washing them before I use them. The numbers aren't in order. And I used to try to do it in order, and that was going to just stop me from production. So I just have a notebook, and every page gets a new number. This is the first year where I've done a single page per, front side, back side, not a whole front and back for one plant. And I'm going to show my notebook, my garden notebook here sometime. That'll be another video. And so anyway, this one, if I can see what this one is. This one is asters. And I've really been wanting to grow asters, and I'm so excited because I've tried, and I'm really, really excited. This is fresh seed. This is 2025. I believe this kale, I don't remember what year it is. It will say in my notebook, and it does say in my tag. And then I have 104, which is that one. If I can read this tag. Kale, that's more kale. Look at that kale. Look at how much kale is in there. It's crazy, right? This is what winter sowing can do. And this little baby, this is spinach, I believe. See, sometimes I can read the tags from if I stick my eyeball in there. And then this one. And this one is lettuce. Yulduki, I think this one is Yulduki lettuce from Baker Creek. And I don't remember the other companies. Some Burpee, some is Baker Creek, some is my gardener. I buy from Botanical Interest. I have seeds. I have a lot of different seed companies that I purchase from, because if I want a specific seed, like I really wanted to grow Revolution lettuce after seeing it in a garden video one year, and I believe I found it at Territorial Seed Company, and then I became a customer of theirs because there were other wonderful things I found. And so that's kind of how I end up finding a new seed company. Somebody will recommend a company, and I go check them out, and maybe they've got something nobody else has. So anyway, here's the containers. This is a laundry jug, which I do not put food in here. You can see the handle is super thick, so when you cut it, I have to, you can see the bend here. I have to tweak it back. I have to pull really hard to get to the dirt, but it's so sturdy. I will probably get lots of years out of this, and it's got a very nice footprint, and the handle's really good too. So I used half gallon. These are vinegar jugs. This is like an ocean spray juice. This is a different kind of juice, maybe Odwalla or something. Maybe this is Odwalla. Forgive me if I'm getting those wrong. Here's a gallon water jug. This is a Gatorade. And these small ones, I don't do much with these anymore, but these are so sturdy. I mean, Gatorade bottles will last you for a long time. And some of these juice bottles too, they're just so sturdy. So I made some of these, and I try to do something like maybe an individual, maybe apple tree seed or something like that when I do these small ones. So they work really well, and they do last a long time. And then over here, what I have is, these are cake domes. We like our desserts, can you tell? But some of these are years, many years, I reuse them. And then this is a fruit tray on top of a fruit tray. So you just have to line up these, and I think I talked about this before. And what I should have done with this one is I should put some holes down here at the very bottom, because the water's going to run. And even though some of it's going to go in these holes, it's really going to end up here. And you do have to make sure that your sections line up, like on this one. And you have to have holes in each section on top for the water to go in, and on the bottom for the drainage. So this is, again, 2 cake domes. This is like a big croissant container, I think. And then these are the salad tubs. And then I even have over here a small strawberry container. Was it strawberry? Yeah, strawberries. So those are the different kind of containers, and I've used other ones too. I've even used some colored ones. They work. I have like a colored green lemon juice bottle that's really thick, and it has worked too. And I haven't planted it this year, but anyway, this is the winter sowing update for now. And these are those elderberries and the blackberry that I did, the other elderberries over here. And there was some strawberries I did too. I don't really see signs of life in the strawberries I potted up in here and put outside in the cold. But this elderberry, if you can see it, does have some green on it. So this one, and they are the same, but I mean, I did pay $10 per elderberry. So I really don't want them to die. Even though I can get cuttings eventually when this matures, I really don't want that to happen. So I'm hoping these other ones, the roots are still alive, and they're going to need to show some, some spring growth. But, and we'll see about the strawberries. That's the update for now. I hope this is inspiring. Blessings and shalom.